look at what we have in this gym, from the boxing ring to the right to me, and then the MMA mats that are behind me, and you understand advertising and marketing and promotion, like for businesses, for your page, and understanding the excitement and the popularity and the trendiness that goes along with it, and how you want to promote what you do here. Sometimes the question is, most of the things I talk about are not those things. And the reason why I don't focus on those things 100%, as exciting and as engaging as they are, as much as you appreciate the discipline of the people who are involved with it, who sacrifice a lot and contribute to it, as much as you respect that and honor that, and get to witness that on a regular basis, there's an entire supporting cast around them, and not even just people who do it professionally, but people who do it for recreation as well. So that supporting cast is just as important as the people that are involved with it. So a lot of the things that I've been talking about is health and wellness, and just for the general population, because so much of the people that are involved in the general population have no intention to do anything fighting related, but they're just as important to society and how things function. If you speak to the professional fighters here and the people that are involved in their lives, their moms, their dads, their grandparents, their aunts and uncles, their siblings, their spouses, their friends, all these other people that are involved in what they do, and contribute to the success of what they're doing, not the physical part, but making sure other things are taken care of in their life. Who's taking care of the home when they have to travel, who's taking care of the kids, who's driving them around, who's taking care of the pets, who's taking care of the animals. All these other people that are involved, that's the supporting cast that are involved, and they need to be well. If their health and wellness isn't doing well, then you potentially, if you're involved with this as a professional career, fighting wise, then the chances of you being successful are not going to be as high. As talented as you may be, you're only as good as your supporting cast. Now, there's obviously severe, rare situations, more, not as rare, but there's situations where people have to do a lot of this on their own, and they do have to fend for themselves. They don't have a huge supporting cast, and you see what they struggle with, just things we take for granted. Like I said, taking care of your home, taking care of your babies, taking care of your animals, taking care of just things you just don't think about, just the mundane stuff that just makes your overall life function. And when they have to do all those tasks alone because they don't have a lot of people in their lives, you see how much the struggle is in that. And for every success story you see, and we post up, not us, but just in general on social media, that shows a person who didn't have anything, they crawled out of the muck and mire of it all, and came to the top. There's hundreds, thousands, millions of people who tried that approach and it didn't work. So the supporting cast of the people that are surrounding you, the health and wellness and well-being of them is just as significant as the physical nature and the athleticism you're trying to portray, well as here. Like, even for us, selfishly, the lovely couple that cleans the gym. I want them well, and I want them, in good health for their family, for the things that they want in this life. And selfishly, I want them well so they can clean the gym, and the great job that they do here. If they're not doing well, if they're not healthy, if they're not taking care of themselves, the gym doesn't get clean. For the kids who have parents that drop them off here, if the parents aren't doing well, or the guardians, they're not doing well, and they have to allocate funds more towards their health and wellness, there is no paying for boxing or MMA. It's just like, we're not in this alone. Like, you have a huge supporting cast that's involved with everything, and to be dismissive of what they contribute, to disregard them because they may not be the exciting thing that people want to see, or they don't, or that's not the exciting topic that most people want to talk about. They want to see knockouts, they want to see grappling, they want to see submissions, they want to see all these things that we could promote. But just to promote that side of it, even from an athletic standpoint, and not look at the smaller details, the things that bring this all together, that make it successful overall, would be disingenuous, and it would be disrespectful to the people and the supporting cast that makes this whole thing function. So a lot of the things that I do speak on are just overall general health and wellness, not so much always athletic performance. As easy it would be to kind of take on it, talk about that to exhaustion. I think not highlighting the overall picture of how this thing functions for everybody. And I mean everybody, the teachers who teach your babies, the doctors and nurses, the police officers, all these other people who you want them to be well, the people who take care of your groceries, the people who clean your food. You want them to be well. If they are well, if they're doing good, then the whole thing of whatever it is you're trying to do physically wise here, it's going to be a lot more successful. So we spend a lot more time on highlighting those things because without them, none of this is possible.